done with
God.
this bit.
It's 6:53.
I appreciate. No, I'm not going to bring it up. Never mind.
Okay. Ugh. Sorry.
No, it was just. Hi, I'm Nuva. I'm gonna make a loud, kind of gross noise now. Hope you enjoy.
I thought the noise suppressor would do it, but then I saw the light go out. I'm like, oh, they heard the.
Thanks, babe. Amy brought me dinner and it looks really good. I'm gonna take a picture of it.
Thank you.
So,
There are flautas
What?
and some chimichurri.
I ate chicken. Just the whole chicken.
I made a sandwich on the sourdough I made. Finally.
You've been
Oh,
looking forward to that.
So tough to make.
it's the first successful loaf. It's not the most successful, but it's
Damn, that looks
bread.
real
God
good.
damn it, bread.
Mm.
You got that bread?
Ha ha ha.
Huh?
Look at the flautas. I posted them.
Oh
They're
yeah.
very tasty looking. I wouldn't know personally.
Hmm.
Thanks, son. This is really good. The rice is really good. It was plain basmati, now it's nadi. Sorry. So,
Hmm.
it's Pathfinder, right?
Yes. Your party, you all have defeated the Burning Wrath, the volcano, which served as the venue for your cataclysmic duel, calms around you as you begin to make your way back to whence you came.
Yes.
You fly upon the sky skiff as Shin guides it back towards Hayaba, sailing through the air as the sun continues to make its way higher into the sky. The unconscious form of the Burning Wrath lying in the midst of you. A splayed out, diffused bomb. You hope incapable of harming you further. The trip back is only a couple hours and is fairly uneventful. Is there anything you would like to do on your trip? Is there anything if you'd like to say anything to one another, but if not.
Yeah! We did it!
Kasumi is just kind of like quietly like using her little healing waters on her burns.
Mhm. Yes. Kasumi, half of your body has it's not like you're you've been turned into hamburger by like a third-degree burn, but there's a discoloration to your flesh where the blue has shifted to a mix, a mottled mix where parts have become sort of whitish like steam, and others have shifted in the opposite direction into a dull and angry looking purple.
Hmm.
It
It smarts.
hurts quite a bit, yes. Although you do have Shin with you. And also, as I recall, Asai may have dumped a few channel divinities into you as well. So at this point, you actually may be getting pretty close to more or less healed. Shin at this point cannot. Shin cannot channel divinity, but he can cast the heal spell.
Yeah, like I'm sure it. The wounds themselves are healed, but the skin is still tender.
Mm, yes. Now, really only the scarring remains. But a great threat to the lives and livelihoods of your land has been defeated. Your quarry, the shard of a god in human form, or as it happens, Ifrit form, lies among you. And as the sky skiff comes down to land in the courtyard of your castle, the few people you find waiting for you seem prepared for the worst as you begin
I
to.
I tossed the burning wrath out the sky skiff.
Oh, you do you? Make a strength check.
What?
Batbear, I tossed the burning wrath out the sky skiff.
No! Vampire's top sauna. Wait, 1 second. What do I have to roll for this?
Yeah,
To stop Sada?
From throwing the burning wrath out the. Yes!
We've landed.
Yeah, but we
Oh.
should still probably not.
Also,
We should maybe
Sada
be
does
careful with
only
it.
like sort of nudges the burning wrath, sort of straining against the metal and her body weight, which also was wearing a full suit of lamellar armor when it got sealed into its current metal cocoon. The burning wrath
Excellent.
probably weighs like 500 pounds right now. So
Oh, cool. Well, either way, I'm picking up Sada and throwing her over my shoulder, and we're walking back to like wherever we're going. God damn. I don't know. I just don't trust this little twerp from like unlocking and releasing the burning wrath again somehow.
Yeah.
By accident.
is this Akio or Batfire that doesn't is
Vampire. Did I roll? Why would
Oh,
Akio care? Akio's drunk.
Batfire finally, putting his foot down, huh?
I mean,
He came back.
he's doing it to protect Sada ultimately, right?
Vampire is
Yeah.
Sadi's
Herself.
bodyguard. He will protect her from everyone, including herself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's happened.
But yes, sitting in the courtyard, or not sitting, but standing in the courtyard are a number of guards. But also Hajime, Izumo, and Greta. The three of them waiting together for you to disembark and walking forward to assist as you do so. Hajime speaks first. Were you successful?
That's her. I pointed
Partially.
the metal coffin.
Oh,
I was gonna dramatically throw her off. Also disrespect her, but I couldn't pick it up.
She's thwarted you again.
Yep.
Sai, you were
Alrighty.
beginning to say something, I believe.
We're still planning to rebind her into an item so that we don't have to like feed her and stuff. But that's gonna take at least another day.
Understood. How long do you think there is before she wakes up?
I mean, she can't do anything in there except
Well,
scream.
it's
You
hard to
have to
say.
feed her. How long do
Uh,
I think it is until she wakes up?
I mean,
I did hit her, like, pierce her in the stomach with a ice spear. So,
It is true.
I mean, the hole's gone. She's been healed of that, but who knows how long she'll be out for.
Am I
Well, you could
proficient in
speed
medicine?
you could speed up the. Yes, you can roll healing to or medicine to get a better idea of it. You could also speed up the process by simply healing her.
I'd rather not. She's stabilized, and that's,
Remove the question.
That's good enough.
That is actually good enough. Ba-ba-da-ba-da.
Hello?
I am looking.
Ah,
Okay. Yeah, you, after examining her a bit, she really took a shot from Kasumi there. And while you stabilized her, you did nothing to really repair that damage. So right now she's not so much sleeping peacefully as she is in a coma. So she's really, the only thing you can really say about her right now is that she's not dying and will eventually recover. When that will be, you would surmise that she will probably recover enough to reawaken. Few hours.
Okay.
She's healing pretty quickly, actually.
After 1,000 years, I'm finally free.
Yeah, what should we do about that then?
I mean, she
I
can't do
guess,
anything.
guys. I mean, do we know that?
Yeah.
Like, certainly, confidently?
Yes.
Are you saying this like, okay?
Question.
th-
The volcano witch literally said she can't do
Answer.
anything.
Okay.
The only thing is
I
that
don't know
we
this.
can't feed her or give her water, but I don't really care. Let her
Aside,
fucking dehydrate.
Asai probably knows if there's another like high level cleric that can cast Sacramental Seal and maybe hopefully someone immortal so that we don't have to deal with like Asai dying of old age and then the Burning Wrath getting out again.
Oh, do we know any elves?
We
What
know
about
we have
what's her
somebody who's
nuts?
going to deal with the burning wrath.
What
Um,
is it elf cleric?
you are not familiar with any specific elven clerics.
What am I thinking of? What does she do?
She is a wizard. The
Oh,
person that you're thinking of.
the
Who's,
fiery lady?
yes, whose name has
What is her name?
flung itself from my
Cyrano?
head right now.
Cyrano, right?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
No,
Um,
yeah, the Cyrano's someone is the god. I'm pretty sure, but
that is correct.
yeah.
What? Yes. What is her name? What is her name?
Karate,
Uh,
yes.
leader of the
Yeah.
Sun Elves. She
Yeah.
is a wizard.
Oh, okay.
Presumably there are clerics though on
Yeah. The wings of the phoenix.
the city of the Wings of the Phoenix, whose name I definitely
Oh, gee.
Imborelion.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Elves live long enough. They could probably have some pretty powerful clerics. And also, the Burning Wrath, did them a personal one, so maybe
Yeah,
we
they're
can
not.
find
And
someone there.
well, the other possibility is that they just kill her. They're
Yeah, but
kind of
that won't solve anything. And they would know that. They're elves. They're long sighted. Like they would do something
I
that would be a short run fix if it.
Are we talking
know.
about? We're talking about this in character, right?
yeah,
Oh
Or
yeah.
where are we? Are we in private now?
I don't know. Sure.
because Kasumi kind of shifts a little bit and grimaces and like, pout. You know
Yeah.
the elf like the elves we're talking about, right? Like
Yeah.
the hyper vengeful
Yeah.
we had to talk down from using their city's nuclear arsenal
Yeah.
equivalent.
Yeah.
What's a nuke? What's an arsenal?
That's your
What's a
sword.
nuclear arsenal?
Do you know what arsenals are? Sapphire, Akio, whoever said that. It's doomsday weapon magic.
I see.
Um, like they're not exactly chill.
Well, no, but this is a vengeance of a kind. Sealing someone away for, you know, however
Oh
long.
well, yeah. we have a way to deal with her. Remember, the priestess of Bella wants
Yeah,
her, which
we
I don't
just
know if
need
is
to get.
the best choice, but I mean, it's not really. It's the only choice we've got really.
I mean, secrets and lies, right? It's the
Yeah.
lie part that's, you know.
Why don't we just, and this is Akio, why don't we just throw her down a well?
No.
Yeah. Why not?
Why not?
No.
I've heard that's what they do to bad spirits over
But
somewhere.
the way the spell itemy thingy works is that
Uh-huh.
when it's no longer in possession of the spellcaster, it begins to lose its potency. I think.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
No,
If
see.
I leave it
it starts
in a
haunting.
holy area, yeah,
Yeah.
if I leave it in a holy area, like if I leave it in the Temple of Crypta, it will lose potency 10 times slower, but it will eventually get to the point where like the Burning Wrath can communicate with people nearby, can try to possess people who come in
Becomes a
contact with it,
becomes
stuff like
a
that.
intelligent item, evil intelligent item like the Accio sword.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're creating our own evil relic, guys.
Anyways, it will be fine. We'll hang on to her until we can hand her off, and then it's no longer our problem.
Rita observes that even if the Burning Wrath can begin to communicate with those outside of its prison, that doesn't mean that we could not perhaps imprison the prison.
True.
Oh.
Seal it away deep enough, and it could be very difficult to actually reach it for someone to be possessed by it. And besides, the actual possession aspect would not be for quite some time.
Mm-hmm.
Are you all right? You look
Ugh.
very verklempt.
Um,
That's a word for it.
Kasumi just kind of sighs. It's like, fine, we're fine, and she kind of just heads inside the palace.
It was a big one. It was a lot.
But you're all alive.
Well,
Sort of. And Asai will I assume Logan is still unconscious on the skiff, so
Oh.
let's scoop up a little wyvern boy and take him with us.
Is he...
No,
And
but
that's
also
actually, at this point, Greta had not seen Logan yet at all.
Oh.
So she, upon looking at him, is he, is he all right? Beyond being unconscious? He looks a little...
No.
Is that something that I perhaps should be concerned with? Or is it something that's being handled?
Both.
I think it's something we should all be concerned with.
Yeah.
Okay. Hmm.
Couldn't hurt to have some eyes on it.
Yeah. Like, on the one hand, it's being handled. I have a feeling this is why Crypto wanted me here, at least partially. As,
Is he a little, he looks a little dead.
he is a little dead.
Definitely was for a hot second there on the old battlefield.
Yeah, his, soul did not go where it was supposed to. It, something... Oh.
Hmm. He looks a little, alive but dead. Somewhere like in a liminal space between the two. Something that might be described as, unalive, perhaps.
Yeah!
Something similar.
Yeah, something akin to that, probably.
Yep.
Hmm.
We're looking into it, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure you
He
have
didn't.
it well in hand.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, sure.
Hmm. What green eyes the Burning Wrath has.
Ah,
You
They're
can
very
see her
impressive.
eyes?
Yes.
she's awake.
Her eyes are the only thing that are visible right now. And at the thought of her eyes being open, you do snap to her, but you do see that they're not focusing on anything.
Okay.
Just in the jostling, she may have opened her eyes a little. Brilliant shade of emerald. Kind of glowing. I'll just close those. Was there anything I can do to help right now? Besides continuing to tend to everything. Kasumi looked like she had taken on a whole new complexion. Is that a result of your fight? I can only
Yeah.
presume. Well, I don't have the wherewithal to cure scars, but actually, no, I absolutely do. I could cure that for her. I'm lying. Regeneration would cure scars.
Yeah.
Of course, that's using a 6th level spell for a totally aesthetic change, so.
Thought about it, didn't have that prepared today.
Well, I do. Or I could alert Dottore Clemenza. I know that he has those salves and tinctures that he occasionally uses for such things. Well, I'll leave you to planning your next moves. Bowden, I think, should be done shopping by now, so I am going to begin returning. Please let me know if you need anything.
Where did Madame Murray get to?
Hmm? Oh. I actually don't know. Hajime might. He was in the castle for a little bit, I believe.
I look to the sky. Where's our dragons? The dragon palace.
Well, actually, your 3 dragons actually landed on the sky skiff
Oh, okay.
in Hayata in human form.
Oh, okay.
They are actually standing amongst you.
Yay!
The 2 of them looking at the other rather reproachfully still. As Greta starts to walk away, Olmox does approach and go, again, apologies for not engaging the Burning Wrath ourselves. We had to attend to the momentary cold feet of our sibling. He turns towards Paradox and then back to you. But at least we appear to have been helpful in the end. You see, it can be helpful to have 3 of us around. Clearly, I being the most helpful. So, now that that has been done, would you mind declaring me the most effective of my siblings and recommending me for my forebears' favor?
I'll think about it.
You'll think.
You guys
about
helped out a little bit.
It will be
It is-
taken into consideration.
3 Knights
It-
of the Dragons.
Yeah.
This is out of character. I want to nominate Products, but also I want to keep Products.
Anyway, let's get the burning wrath down to the dungeon. Or I don't know, where should we put the burning wrath?
Put her
I
in
feel
the
like
toy pond. I just think that'd be amusing.
Oh.
It would be pretty funny.
Ooh, stand her up like a scarecrow. That would be also very amusing.
I'm okay with that too.
Can I eat her?
Oh no.
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 No,
No.
I don't think you even can.
That is not a
It's
challenge.
not. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go find something for Products to eat before he tries.
Well, actually, being that at this point, you do have a choice of what to do. It's it's at this point late morning. Actually, no, excuse me. You got there quite early in the morning, so yeah, it's about mid-morning really. It's about maybe about 9 o'clock. You have a whole day ahead of you. Um, let me know. What would you like to do?
When would the ship of all of our other buddies arrive? It's been like only a day and a half or something.
It's only been, yeah, about a day and a half. Actually, less. Basically, you landed on Hayaba and flung yourselves at the Burning Wrath
That's right. We
immediately.
knapsacked. Yeah. Yeah.
So they're not that far behind you. The distance from Ogashi to Hayaba is not that long by ship. But you would expect them to arrive probably tomorrow.
Well, we should put the burning wrath somewhere. The dungeon's probably the best place. Just have stand her up in a cell.
Yeah.
And then sleep, and then probably do our kingdom building for the week because we actually haven't done the kingdom building week yet. I think, have we?
No, you did the kingdom building.
Oh, well, I mean, we did it, but we didn't actually take the in-game
Oh.
time.
Yes, you did. That is true.
Yeah.
My bad. Fucked up. Um, okay. Well, and the okay.
And then if we're doing a kingdom building, we can aside just use her 2 8th level spells every day to try and seal the burning wrath.
Probably.
That sounds like a good plan. Let's see if you do it before she wakes up.
Yeah.
So, aside, first one, Burning Wrath makes a. If she passes both of these, she will wake up before you are able to cast them some more. Hopefully, that shall mean nothing. But anyway, so we have the Burning Wrath. She needs to make a will save. Will she do it?
Yep.
Does she take negatives to be due to being unconscious?
Nope.
Okay, yeah, I'll do this publicly. Defenses. Will?
That's a pretty good
Yep.
save. Yeah.
Okay.
Luckily, with Kineticist, is our weakest save.
It is.
So she's got a plus 17. What's the DC for it? Like
26.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
not undoable.
Because it's 10 plus my wisdom plus the spell level, and it's 8th level, and my wisdom is a plus 8. Unless
Pretty
I'm
wise.
calculating that wrong. She wakes up.
Okay.
Is there anything I can do to give myself a higher spell DC?
There are feats you can take. For an individual spell, there may be magic items that you can use that increases the there are items that might increase your cast level, but spell DC is pretty tough to raise beyond beyond just like the ability scores and the couple feats that you can take.
Yeah.
Spell focus, simply because of how powerful that is. Every increases of 1 is another 5% chance of the person passing or failing. So
So she wakes up.
she does. Muffled, enraged screaming,
Oh.
unceasing. Despite the fact that she has had the utter crap beaten out of her, and is still sorely injured. And no doubt the torso wound is flaring with pain every time she inhales her breath. The nearly deranged with rage, howling at just her utter merciless wrath at the thought of being constrained. She is crazed, actually, if you go to look at her. Or take a moment to listen to her. The fact that you have defeated her doesn't seem on her mind. The fact that she is trapped, that she can't move, that she is constrained at all, raises her anger and hatred beyond anything else.
Can we put her back to sleep?
Yes, as you're trying to do your kingdom building stuff, much of that has to be done in the castle, and her voice carries, as it turns out, despite the fact that
Nice.
it's behind a wall of metal and in the basement. When you see Hajime, he is essentially just walking around with his hands cuffed over his ears.
We sent it like, how did we get the lady who or the person who hired us to, or well tasked us with doing this?
Mhm.
How are we supposed to get a hold of them?
I don't know. Look in a mirror and say her name 3 times.
Is that legit?
I don't know. Didn't she kind of appear mysteriously? I don't
Yep.
remember. Yeah, so worth a shot.
Cleric spells.
Close your eyes and just believe.
So
Maybe light some candles.
I'm having trouble remembering. Did she say she had like affiliation with anybody or anything? I can't remember honestly. It's been so
Perhaps
long.
appropriately, she was actually quite mysterious about her motivations and affiliations.
Yeah. Other
Save
than
that the Mask of Many Faces was actually a agent of hers and not the Shogun's.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
yeah,
that guy.
that's why that was.
Where's he at?
Dead.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
didn't he kind of show up and yeah.
That's the whole thing. He got himself arrested, was in your
yeah, that's right. Yeah, we
Mm-hmm.
were going to go
dungeon.
interrogate him.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. She gave you a kill word for him so that you'd be able to stop him from betraying you while he was in your service. And Suru used it immediately,
But yeah,
which
Oh yeah.
made Chrysemene Tyropoulos
Oh,
very unhappy.
God. Man, that was a real order of events. That whole thing. Holy
God,
cow.
yeah.
Oh my god.
It was very cool.
Yeah. Also stressful. Like a lot happened. Rapid
Mhm.
succession.
Yup.
Okay, well.
Ooh, wait 1 second.
And when doesn't it? Am I right?
Ah, damn it. The burning wrap definitely has more than 10 hit dice.
Yes, she does.
Never mind. Back to the drawing board.
I mean, as long as she's below, like, okay, so she's awake, but she's still very wounded, right?
Yes.
So at this point, essentially, in most, like, any non-lethal damage will just kind of conquer right back out, wouldn't it?
Nah, she has a few hit points right now.
Where are you gonna hit her? She's covered by a big metal shell.
Right in the eyes. It's the
Right in
plate
the
says not
eyes?
covered.
Jeez.
Wait 1 second.
Could just electrocute the metal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can just prepare harm every day. Because that
Cool.
can't reduce her hit points to less. Well, it can reduce her hit points to. It can't reduce her hit points to less than 1.
Mhm.
But we can just harm her and then smack her and then stabilize her
Go to sleep.
in the most awful, horrific cycle of keep this person unconscious possible because I apparently don't have any sleep spells that work on her. But I'll keep looking for a more humane solution.
Okay. I mean, we just need to keep trying to get her sealed, and in the meantime, try to get a hold of the person, or try to get a hold of the person who's supposed to take her.
Mm.
Whose name was Persephone
Persimmone.
Panopoulos. Pomegranate.
Papadopoulos.
Sassafras. What was your
Persimmone tyropulus.
Interesting.
bolus?
I can cast a spell to make someone deal only non-lethal damage with their weapon attacks.
Oh, I can
Yeah.
already do that. With my
Yeah, you
with my
punch the
hands.
blade so hard that it becomes dull, and then you just like, what you gonna do now, buddy?
Then you hit you with it anyway.
Your move, Magic Man.
All out mode.
All right. Is there anything you guys would like to do on this second day of, or during the kingdom building, besides the obvious, which is, Asai trying to get the burning wrath inside a jar?
Kasumi shaves
I
the
think
side
it's
of
a
her
circlet.
hair.
Oh yeah.
It's actually a circlet. Okay. All right. On the second day, Pascal will arrive. Kasumi, you and et al. It's not just him. Hopefully.
Is my husband there?
Tatsu didn't go with him.
Yeah, that's
Tatsu
fair.
is still at the
Still
monastery.
the monster.
He has no idea. Oh no.
He's gonna. You're gonna keep. Are you keeping this in the scar?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Like, I don't have an answer for you right now.
It might freak him out. Speaking from, uh, you know.
I have regenerate.
Yeah,
But
I mean, I
also,
guess if the
keep
magic
it if
exists.
just keep it if you want it.
I mean, I don't know if I expressly want it, but there's worse things, I suppose.
The hairstyle's cool.
I had hair that was burnt, so I'm just kind of getting rid of it.
That looks sick. No, hair's cool. Scars are cool. How not? Covered in scars.
Maybe I'll keep it for now, just as like a reminder.
Asai,
Yes.
you return to the burning wrath cell.
She's gone.
Oh.
No. However, it feels warm.
Mm. Don't like that.
Let's make a couple will saves.
Okay. Nope. Don't like that. That one works.
Hey!
Shoot. Just a couple more days.
She would have been free.
Mhm. Oh wait. I know she
Release from
has.
retirement.
She does have Iron Will, but does she have Greater Iron Will? In which case, she has a reroll. Oops. Oops. Iron Will. No, I only gave her Iron Will, not the.
Hey.
Not improved. Although she only appears to have 7 feats here, and her total feats should be 9, so I could
No.
give her.
The rest cells.
Oh, but that's why. She has 3. No, she does have 9 feats here. She has 3 extra wild talent feats.
Yes.
So you're saved. She does not get a reroll.
Man, you sound so disappointed.
So you're safe.
Like I can't be the only one who heard that.
No, we all heard
Let's
it.
see if that would have mattered. She might have failed the second one. No, she would not have. Much too bad.
The reroll.
So yeah, there's suddenly a and with a final howl of defiance, she is sucked into the circlet you have prepared.
Nice.
There's suddenly a as the bands sort of compress into themselves and then eventually turn into two loops that are just looped through each other.
Oh, neat.
So you also have a pair of those now.
Nice.
Well,
We'll,
we should
put 'em on,
return
we can
that.
put them on concealment.
yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
just give them to me.
Might want them back.
I'm gonna take them back to her on the way back to the monastery.
And then I should return the Iteron head that I have.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or you can
I
keep
mean,
it.
you don't want to just carry that around.
Yeah, just keep it.
Kasumi, please add an iron bands of binding into your inventory for the time being.
Yeah. And Kasumi is now that the danger is past and she's officially sealed, Kasumi is gonna go ahead and go home.
Yes.
Oh,
Wait.
Pascal and everybody else got back on the same day, right?
more or less, yes.
Nice.
Asai would have sealed her first. So Asai, as you are bringing the circlet up into the you walk the circlet up, and where do you go with it immediately?
Put it on.
Not
That
yet.
sounds like a great idea.
Yet. I'd
Oh right,
probably-
you put it in a circlet of blasting.
Yeah.
Oh.
It seems
Why did we
ill-advised.
make that decision again?
It was the easiest thing.
Yeah, but it's just so thematically inappropriate for what we're trying to do here.
It's what Pascal had.
it's containing.
Yeah, but like for that reason, that's why no.
It fit Asai's aesthetic better than the sapphire necklace.
Yeah, but what if she haunts it into exploding or something?
So anyways, I started blasting.
Yeah.
Yeah, the circlet just takes out a pair of revolvers. Burning Wrath, as played by Danny DeVito.
I would love that.
But yeah, what do you do, Asai?
Probably go report in to Sada and company.
All right. Well, all right. Asai, you enter the primary meeting room where Asada is currently doing her courtly business
paperwork.
in her luxurious mantle and robes. Who else is in the room?
Me.
Is that it?
Yep, that's it.
Okay. Well, I did it.
As it happens,
Hey.
Hajime is also in the room,
Yes.
and Ismo.
Oh,
Nice.
fantastic.
So yes, as Asai enters the room and announces that she did it,
What?
Akio
I
just
see.
poked
I'm
his head in.
sorry, are you here?
Yeah, he
No,
just
no,
poked his
no.
head in. Yeah. With a big
I mean, it
bottle
makes
of
sense
sake.
for Batayar to be
I-
there, but
I forgot. Sorry.
All right.
What
Well,
happened?
Oh,
now what?
well, now we give it. Well, I don't know.
Yeah,
Actually,
I guess
are we gonna?
you just hold on to it, right, Asai, so it doesn't go crazy
Yes, that is
Yeah.
the theory.
until we can figure something out.
Should we contact Tyropolis?
Do we trust Tyropolis?
Well,
Not really.
Oh,
but
really
that's-
we
very
also
much shouldn't.
That name.
The lights in the room,
oh my god!
despite it being midday, dim.
Did we say her name 3 times?
yes.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Asai, you feel a presence behind you.
Oh boy. I turn around.
You are face to face with a baroquely decorated porcelain mask. Its expression just barely amused. The rest of the person it is covering is similarly caparisoned in a incredibly ornate display of various purple clothes, an immense brocade and dress, great poofy sleeves, all decorated with sewn in pearls and cloth of gold, lace and trimmed with gems and jewelry. Her head completely covered in cloth, and most spectacularly by the tremendous hat that sits upon it. Her hands in gloves are folded together as she strolls slightly further into the room, forcing you slightly back towards the rest of your companions. And she gazes about, though behind the eye holes of the mask, you can see no eyes, merely the dim darkness that has blocked out the hallway beyond the as yet still open door. Congratulations. I are in order, really. This was no mean feat. She claps very politely for you. A small shard of a guard, secured most safely and in a very clever way. You are to be commended, my dear. Sealing her inside of a crown of blasting. That is art. But of course now there's the question of what to do with her. Do you know what I would like to do with her?
Would
Of
like
course
to
you
know.
would. Of course you would. But I won't tell you. Rather. And besides, it is not quite time to do so. However, it does seem necessary to ensure she is kept safe. If only I knew several people who were both exceptionally powerful and also invested in ensuring she does not escape from her current prison.
Huh.
Mm.
Mm,
You see where I'm going.
yes.
Only we knew.
My personal recommendation is that you do not simply carry her around. If her prison should be damaged, well, who knows what would happen.
Yes.
And of course, there is the matter of keeping the soul of something so potent bound upon your person. You may find certain strictures of the spell are more easily evaded by such entities. I wouldn't put it on, my dear. Just as a warning. Rather, I would leave it in some place dark and safe where no one would get it or think to try. Of course, that's merely my suggestion. You can do with it what you will. Just so long as you keep it the way it is. I'd very much hate to have to find someone else to secure her again. And don't take that as a threat from me. I only mean that I would need to find someone else. Because if she is to escape,
Yes, we'd
no
all be
doubt
dead.
her vengeance would be very swift.
Mm.
I suppose I could give you a reward for this, though I do recall that this particular quest was more of a punishment, as it were. Well, no, not a punishment, more of a balancing of a scale. You did, after all, take something very precious from me, so... But this is of even greater value. So I do suppose I owe you something. Is there any particular boon that you might like? Any particular wisdom from one such as I? Not that you know what one such as I is.
God.
No.
No?
No, and I'm afraid I'm not the type to play 20 questions. But I am the kind to trade in information and
That's useful.
such things as I might tell you. You may ask.
You know, just sort of a lot of useful
I know
trivia.
secrets, my dear.
Oh. Do you know where the Bells of Eternal Tolling is?
Bells of Eternal Tolling. I do. She is currently with her master on this plane. The Shogun.
Okay.
That's pretty simple if you'd like to ask me something else.
Let me think.
Ask him if it's okay to throw the burning rat down a well.
No.
I'm not here.
What would be good info to know? Out of character, let me think about this with the
Yeah,
with the
no,
group.
please. If you guys want to think of this in if you want to discuss this out of character, by all means.
Yeah.
Are there any big unknowns
I'm not
that
really
have
sure.
really been bothering us?
Should we ask about Blue Eyes? Maybe. Did he
Oh,
actually play us?
I mean, the answer's like yes
No?
and no, right? Like,
Very a lot of that was
Yeah.
kind of like in the moment. I don't like. There's.
I want to know.
also works for him, you know. Like,
Cells.
Jack just
Chat.
typed in the chat.
Chat.
Jack.
Chat.
Jack.
Jack.
Yeah.
Jack in the chat.
In the Discord chat. Yeah.
I wanna know why Trixie's is taking small souls.
What?
Sure,
What
she
did you
just
say?
takes souls.
Oh, yeah.
That might be a good one.
What defines a small soul?
The
Logan?
typical grand
Cobalt
soul, yeah.
I'm pretty sure a soul is about of equal mass to another person's soul.
You don't know that. Are you the
No,
soul
it just
expert
makes
in this
sense.
party?
Yeah.
You're right. He
Akio
doesn't
drinks
know
a lot
that,
of
but you
spirits.
do, Sai.
Listen, my experience with spirits means that I'm an expert on souls. That's how that works.
Just because I know better does not mean I'm going to lie to Nuva Batbayar Akio's face.
You gonna tell me that Batbuyer? Well, then that means that Batbuyer's soul is like eight souls of everybody else in here because he's big.
Yeah.
Which means, what are you trying to say that like if you work out, your soul gets bigger?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's like a central conceit of a Tanket's faith.
hell yeah. Improve yourself.
Pump iron so that you can
Gains.
get up height
Can-
so that you can go to muscle heaven.
Also, I need someone to dig me a dungeon so that I can hallow that dungeon so that we can put the Burning Wrath in the hallowed dungeon.
Okay, I was really confused for where you were going with that. Okay. I thought you meant you specifically wanted a dungeon.
Me? No.
Yeah, like
uh, uh, hmm.
Well, I mean,
We could also ask about the
No,
Swift
no,
Shards of
don't.
Vengeance, but it's
Stop.
also I'm not sure about that one. But that's also sort of a simple one.
Yeah, they might just be hanging out
Yeah.
together. It's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
Maybe. He snipes us through the window right now.
Yeah, that too.
Oh man.
We could ask what the Shogun's secrets are. Maybe.
I would
I would
like
say
to
after
remotely
that
cast
first
Detect
question,
Anxiety on the Shogun.
I will say after that first question, I will answer 3 more.
Okay.
Ooh. Good deal.
Okay, so what
Just
3?
want to know who she is.
Oh, who she is?
Yeah. But that's a Sam thing. That's a science plotting, so she's not in this conversation.
Let me think. I would think maybe asking about Sir Turks might be a good one.
Oh,
Whatever he's up to.
sorry,
Maybe
I'll be right
asking
back. Gotta walk the dog.
maybe something we can use against the Shogun. There's like a secret or something. And I don't know. What's the banana taste like?
Did you
What
just
the-
say what does a banana taste
Yeah,
like?
that's our third question. No.
It tastes like banana.
I want to know the truth.
Oh.
The eldritch truth of the banana.
The crossovers between this campaign and my other one are starting to get uncanny.
God. You guys got any ideas?
I mean, I'm desperately thinking of something, but like, if we had any questions that were of great import, like they're completely gone from my mind with all this burning wrath stuff. Like they're
Yeah.
just gone. I don't know what we're even doing. Oh man.
Jake, are you there? Do you have anything?
Hey!
I don't know.
We could ask questions about Matamura or who Lung is, or is there a big
Well,
golden dragon that's actually gonna wake up and be really upset that we have 3 blue dragons here?
wasn't Long just like dragons in general? Like this land is like overseen by Lung dragons, or did I misinterpret that?
See,
You,
I d-
the response, the sentence that Matamura gave you was that T is protected by Lung.
Like,
And
is
Lung
that plural
is
like deer though? Like, you know what I mean?
Lung is the Tian word for dragon.
Yeah.
But he seemed to be using it as a proper noun.
Oh, because I thought it was like a deer situation where it's
It was
overseen by Lung
unclear,
dragons in brackets.
and he
Oh
kind of
shit.
shut
Okay.
up.
Oh no. Okay. Then
that
maybe
is
we do
why.
want to ask that.
Maybe
That sounds kind of
that's
cool.
a good question.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, we could ask like what is lung?
Yeah. So I guess maybe the 3
Water
questions
food.
would be God, what was the first one you said again? My
I
brain's
don't know.
Yeah, I was the Shogun's oh wait, no, what's Sir Turkses is planning maybe.
We also
What maybe something we can use against the Shogun, like what is the Shogun hiding?
yeah, like a secret weakness.
Yeah, is he afraid of spiders, snakes,
And asking maybe what lung is.
heights?
I don't know. I think given like the context of our story, we probably would as characters we probably would be more concerned with the Shogun stuff than the Zerturkse stuff. Like,
But hey,
it's
that
probably good.
might be connected though. He's working with the
I
other
mean,
temples, so.
Sure, but then if we find out, if we ask his weakness and it's like, oh, he's working with the Elder Temple, then we,
He's a
Yeah.
lich. He's a lich lord. Like, whoops.
I don't know. I think for our characters, we would more likely
So yeah, I guess
ask something about
yeah.
the Shogun.
Let's start
Yeah,
with that
matters
then.
at hand sort of stuff.
Let's start with that then. Yeah, I guess. I think about a phrase as is there?
Like, oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, so I was gonna say, is there anything like the Shogun's hiding? I guess. Any secrets we can use against him?
Is that your question?
Is that everyone agree with that?
Yeah, that's
What?
fine. Either that or like,
Fine.
what is the what is lung? Because they referred to that by the thing. Either way, either one.
Alright,
Well, we get
we got three. Yeah, I'm just asking this
Yeah.
one's first, and we'll see if that leads into anything.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So yeah, let's go with that.
Just repeat the question, please.
What are the Shogun's secrets?
What are the would you like
All
an
of them.
exhaustive list?
Like weaknesses.
Yeah. What can we use against him? I guess.
Is he keeping a
He
weakness
doesn't like
from
spicy
us?
food.
Oh. You got that in common with him, Sada. Maybe you guys could find some common ground. No?
The
Sada-
Shogun's perhaps greatest weakness are those around him. Her mask remains expressionless, being a mask, but she does just sort of trail off and pause.
You know
I'm
she's
sorry, my
smirking.
friends, but I did not say I would not be cryptic in my responses.
Do we go with Lung next?
So,
Um,
it's kind of intriguing, but does it help us?
I don't.
I don't know. We could,
Should we ask her to
know.
clarify? the last
I
one?
mean, maybe that's
I mean, we could ask, like, who or what is lung, like,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
explain contextually that Matamura mentioned something or someone named lung.
Are you gonna lock in that question?
I think so. Let's go with it.
Lung. Specifically, the lung you are referring to. Could be described as tea. Though that is not entirely true. The great dragon you have already interacted with believes them to be their cousin. He is wrong. What is your last question?
All right. What's your last question be?
I mean, we could ask for, like, wanting to know what is a weapon we can use in the conflict.
and she won't just reiterate the people around.
That is
Like,
possible.
Yeah.
Maybe we could
Should we
ask,
ask
for a
about-
specific, like a name,
Yeah.
like one name of somebody that was maybe
Can-
like
can-
a
can we-
dissenter or
Can we ask?
a turncoat.
Can we ask her to tell us about the people around the Shogun?
I mean, we could ask where is he weakest, like more instead of
Yeah.
like asking like what is,
Hmm.
and because that could be construed as either a physical location or like what aspect
Around
of,
him.
yeah, a person, like what person is the weak link in his chain.
Yeah, do you have to do like a name? Like, gonna keep it vague. Oh boy.
So what is the
Mhm.
question?
I'm thinking.
Or like, what can give us the strength to strike directly at the Shogun?
Well, she's gonna say you already have it or something like that.
Well, and
I
if she
think
does,
asking
then,
who are the people around the Shogun.
well,
Maybe.
I mean, we know who the people are around the Shogun. It's all of
It's
his
which.
subjects.
Right.
It's which
Well,
person, like
Or
who,
who are the
or
people closest to
yeah.
the Shogun?
or no. I mean, I don't know. I think more along the lines of like,
Who is the
What's the
Shogun's
best question to
weakness?
ask you?
Yeah.
That would be our third question, though. We'd be all out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Should have made you first.
Who is the Shogun's weakness? Would that be a good one?
Should have asked who's gonna win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
That would have been
oh
good enough.
Me.
Whom is his
it's
weakness?
the Bears.
Who's gonna win the
Love the
Wizard
Bears.
Golf?
No.
Who's gonna win the Wizard Golf Bowl?
Again, me. When in doubt, believe in me. Even if I don't participate in that thing whatsoever.
I don't know. I like. There's a million different ways
Oh.
we could ask. And I don't think if we don't find out like our, silver bullet, then we don't find out our silver bullet.
Yeah.
That's fine.
What if we ask her about her?
No, I don't care about her.
Like, what's your favorite color?
Maybe who she is.
No.
No.
She'll
Oh,
be
yeah.
like, I'm somebody who deals in secrets.
If
And
I
that'll
turn
be
on
it.
my magical dark vision that can see through magical dark,
Sure.
can I see her eyes in her mask?
Oh.
No.
Oh.
There are eye holes, though, right? Or is it
There are eye
perfectly
holes.
smooth?
Sockets? Work. Damn, I really don't like the word eye hole for some reason.
Eye hole.
Ugh.
Eye hole.
I don't know. I think we should essentially ask like. We know that the people around him are his weakness. Like what is this? We could even just say straight out say what is like the specific weak link that we can strike at.
Yeah, I think that would be best.
Okay, let's do that.
Just directly attack that little nugget we've been given. Hoopst.
Let's go with that.
Okay. Of those around him, the greatest danger to him we've discussed already.
Mhm.
But more usefully to you, I would seek out his eyes.
Okay, so like his spy network, his
No,
his ability to gather information.
His literal eyes. We have to take his
I mean,
eyes.
also yes.
Well,
Maybe. I mean, that could be literal. Yeah.
that is enough for me.
And then she disappears.
We are even. If I might make a final suggestion. I happen to notice that you've built a nice, secluded, idyllic space out in the wilderness, filled with people who can defend themselves and the location, no doubt quite adequately in some short amount of time. Perhaps there might be a good resting place for our dear fiery friend. Until next time, my dears.
All right.
Ta.
Then she disappears
And
in
with
puff
that,
of
she
darkness.
turns, sweeps out, and walks out the doors of your
Oh.
chambers into the darkness beyond. And shortly thereafter, it lifts, and she is gone.
Well,
wasn't a Seven Sorrows called like the Eyes of Ultimate Betrayal or anything like that, were there?
There was not.
No.
Okay, cool.
There's only 2 left now: the Swift Charge of Vengeance and the
Yeah.
Bell's Eternal Tolling. Which just sounds like the Bells might be another big danger to the Shogun, with probably greater ambitions.
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
Or maybe they're like best bros.
Anyway, Sal's.
Mm-hmm.
My brain is blanking. What's the name of our new centaur friend again?
Patoglu!
I mean, his name's not Bad
You both sort of over spoke each other there.
Atohu.
We said the same thing.
Otoglu.
Botoglu,
Otoglu?
Atoglu.
Is that
also
his
known
name?
as Bo,
Bo,
Oh.
yes. Yes, Bo.
but his actual full name is Botoglu.
Oh, okay.
Atoglu.
Otoglu.
Speaking of, it's
Yeah, they all just got back, right? Or got here.
yes, the Fatazo vessel has just pulled into your port and is having some passengers disgorged onto it and taking on new supplies. If anyone would like to go down and visit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Quickly making your way down, you find yourselves soon at the Fatazo trading post and the adjoining piers. Yes, you see none other than Pascal Fatazo, currently assisting manning the ship's crane and getting Botoglu off the ship. Because a centaur cannot take a gangplank, as
Yeah.
it turns out.
That's sure.
It would be very difficult, and they are very heavy.
Yeah.
So Botoglu is just sort of being lifted up by a canvas wrap and being hauled over the ship and lowered down onto the pier. Look, everyone, I can fly! Hey, I can see my house from here. He soon landed, and the rest of your companions are soon making their way off the ship. Otoglu clopping his way towards you and go, "Hello again! It's nice to see you all.
It's good to see you too, Bo.
Hayaba?
Yeah.
I've heard a lot about it.
And that's
It looks a
Emperor
little
Ilion.
burned.
Yeah.
I was told about the
Oh, yeah.
the elf city flying in the sky. That's a nice thing to have.
Yeah.
Can
But yeah, that was the burning
can you
rat.
go up there, or is that like off limits?
If you can fly.
If you can fly.
Yeah. We got a sky skip to
Pretty
do
sure. I'm pretty sure there's an unspoken rule for, if you're recognized and you're not allowed in the city or whatever. Like there is still like trespassing, Sada.
What?
Wait, what are we? Did I mishear?
He was asking about Emperor Ilion.
Oh,
I mean, the elves
my
come
bad.
down here too, so.
I
The
don't
elves
know.
It's
do
just
go back and forth.
Yeah, it's just a matter of getting
However,
up there
thinking
yourself.
about it, but Batbayar's statement is not entirely off the mark. You never see anybody really going back up with the elves as they return to their Sky City. They have seemed kind of exclusive.
Sort of eye invitation only.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, a fat rat went up there once. Sort of
Yeah,
spoiled
since then
tourism
it's
for us.
been Oh. Okay. So, two things. I've been told that you have an interesting religious setup here.
Yes.
Oh, yeah?
Would you mind explaining that a little to me? Because I was told by someone who happens to be a pretty good source of information on you, Paulina, that you're kind of in charge of the whole thing.
Yes.
Yeah. What would you like to know?
General concept?
Oh, yeah, well, sort of a balanced trifecta
The
of
trifecta
sort
of the
of
self
yeah,
of
sort of
all
a
ways.
sort of a look inwards, improve yourself
Also,
in a
Polonius is
nicer way.
sort of generally popular here too, so it didn't really make
Thanks.
sense to make it sort of like a illegal, I guess, in a way.
Oh, might as well celebrate it. This is a real food country. We got a lot of great cuisine, a lot of hot springs.
Eat the soup
Real.
dumpling. Eat this
Yeah.
soup dumpling in a
Gotta
hot sauna.
eat a soup dumpling. Well, cold soup dumpling.
Eat a very, very hot soup dumpling while in a very hot bath.
That good?
Okay.
What?
So,
Sorry, we got off track here.
yeah, let me phrase this a different way.
Yeah.
Am I correct in summarizing that you have created a religion where you have that the religion would encourage guys to be soft and contemplative while also extremely interested in fitness and personal physique, and also wouldn't judge me if I ate an entire cake, because sometimes you need to do that, Kublai.
You know what? It
Yes.
sounds like you understand exactly what it's all about.
Why hasn't someone done this before?
Hell yeah, Tim gets the best religion.
It really is.
I think
Yeah.
I'll fit in here nicely.
I think so too.
Okay.
Yeah, the burn or the fire. That was the burning
Yeah.
wrath. We dealt with her, fortunately. Asai has her now.
Oh, jeez.
Okay. I don't know who that is, but I'm glad that you've taken care of the problem. Is there a place that I can shack up? Because I'm homeless.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah, I was
definitely
planning
find
to
you.
introduce you to Shin, because I presume Shin would probably be interested in you.
Who is this Shin?
The spy master I told you about. Our spy master.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
yes, that
Hmm.
sounds great, actually.
I meant to tell him about you, but I sort of got distracted with everything that happened, so
Yeah.
fair.
yeah.
You might already know.
I didn't think I was that forgettable, but
Well, to be fair,
I mean a lot happened.
we found
were-
out
Yeah.
that Shin's lover is a golden dragon, so we were a little derailed.
Ah!
Matamura, excuse me, not Matamura. Bo blinks at you twice. Everywhere I
Wow,
go, there are dragons.
it wasn't me.
Who else is around right now? Oh, is one thing, because, yeah, but...
Asai didn't
Mixed
really say
company.
that within earshot of many
Okay.
people. It is the docks, it is quite loud, and most people right now are currently busy getting stuff off the ship. Paulina, make a perception check.
I'm sorry,
No.
Rita. I had to do it.
It's all good. I guess we'll find out. Oh, geez, that's not the right. I don't like the dark layout of the page. It's confusing and it hurts my eyes. And I clicked the
Yeah, I'm
wrong
not fond of it
freaking
either.
button. I might as well just turn it off.
Yeah.
Click the abilities tab instead of this one. Yes, here we go. Perception.
Oh, not Pal's best
That
perception roll.
sucks. I rolled a 2.
Yeah.
Oh, that wasn't too good.
Don't do that.
Just a sec. He didn't roll very well either, and his modifier is lower. Pout.
Yep.
You see a shadow behind Bo.
Oh no.
Trying to maintain
You know who it is.
its position in Bo's shadow behind his horse body,
What?
but just
Oh.
offset enough that you can sort of make
Yeah.
out the
Oh.
the
Yeah.
the sort of small body behind it, the
Marco!
tall ears, canine face.
Yeah. Hey, you heard that part too, huh?
Marco comes out from behind Botoglu, looking completely innocent, and I'm sorry, I was just picking up something. What?
Yeah. No. Mm-hmm. I believe that.
In my defense, Marco was already in the thick of it.
Yeah. And I'll be honest, your significant other is not the most exceptional person at not having things drawn out of him, especially when the person knows what they're how to do so.
Does get flustered sometimes, yeah.
It was very cute. Oh, also, just the whole ride over, he helped the crew do like various things. Said you taught him, and yeah, thank you. Anyway,
Tao just nods knowingly.
enough thirsting about people who are taken already. I'm going to go get something to eat. I want to try some of this place. Oh, look at this place. I love this sort of roof thing, the flippy thing at the end. It's very and Bo just sort of starts wandering off into the city.
All right. I will. I'll go after him to make sure
Just
he
as
doesn't get
Marco,
lost.
who is not wandering off into the city.
Yeah.
Um,
Asada says I'll go after him to make sure he doesn't get lost. And yeah, Asai, you should go with Kasumi once you're done here, since it sounded like the best place might be the monastery for you know.
Have Peep look after him.
I don't know.
Assuming can I have a basement and 24 hours with which to hallow this basement?
Do you find Kasumi like getting like her stuff together to go? Um. Why? Because she wasn't there for that conversation.
Okay. So a mysterious purple woman showed up and congratulated us on the Burning Wrath and her capture. And Asai will, hold up, wave around the little circlet of blasting in an
Oh, that's
excitingly flippant manner.
yeah, that's the lady who like tasked us or told us to do this to begin with. So she took it. She took her, right?
Nope.
What?
It occurs to you, you just asked someone if someone else took something when that someone is holding the circlet in their hand.
I wasn't there for the being put in the blasting crown either.
I know, but
Nope.
I did anyway.
Oh,
Anyway. Nope.
You're right.
She is right here. It was recommended that your monastery would actually be a very good place to keep her indefinitely, since your students are all very well trained. But at the same time, how old are they?
Well, some of them are, in their teens. Some of them are adults. There's an old woman who can, she's a water kineticist like me. It kind of runs the gamut. Um, Huh.
She's also been going great lately, by the way. Just surfing like she's 20 years younger.
Yes. Is this really? I guess it is remote, and it's not like people know what we put her into or what we even did with her. Yeah, yeah. Like, what's the concentration thing gonna do?
If I spend 1,000 gold on or silver on incense, I can hallow a spot and make it holy in the name of Crypta. It's a 40-foot radius. And I think that one's permanent, right, Cells? There's one that's permanent.
You can make consecration permanent by... I'm not sure if it's with the use of the permanency spell or just by like focusing on it for like a 24-hour period.
Okay. Yeah, casting time 24 hours. Cool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because it says casting time 24 hours, but duration instantaneous. So
Okay, yes. It
anyway,
And that'll keep her sealed for all time, right?
I would recommend people not going in there after about 10 years, but theoretically, yes.
Can you like re-up the seal? Like, if we come back in 10 years?
I would have to release her and then reseal her.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. All right. Let's do it, I guess. Not thrilled about it, but
Not thrilled about it either.
really thought this lady was gonna take her away. Okay, well, I guess this is nice because you've never seen the place before. Yeah.
Yeah. It'd be great to have a tour.
It's a nice place, and I'd like it to stay that way and not burn to the ground. So
You like
Yep.
put it somewhere real deep underwater.
Yeah,
Would
just
that
just put it in
help?
the deepest underground chamber you can. Just seal it off.
Well,
Yeah.
rust? Because can a magic item rust and deteriorate due to water damage?
probably not.
Okay.
Magic items are more durable than regular items.
Yeah, put it somewhere just real cold and wet. Also,
Yeah, just keep people away, like at least 100 feet away, and no one will even know it's there.
has
I mean, I could put her at the
pond.
bottom of the ocean, but I don't think you can go down there with me.
No, and then what
Can
if a
I?
kraken? What if a kraken finds it?
Yeah, what if a
That-
kraken finds it?
I don't know. Can you breathe water and just kind of naturally withstand extreme depths?
Oh, you can have the
Checking if I have a
ring.
swim spell.
Could borrow the ring.
You have a ring?
Yeah.
I gave Pao a ring so that we might one day explore the oceans together on a vacation.
That's fine.
Aw.
But you know,
Yeah,
borrow
Pao,
it for.
Pao and I are best friends. Yeah. Pao can see me, that is.
No, Pow and
Just
Jake.
fun.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's
Oh.
true. I'd be friends with Pao.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
Everybody in
She's
this
covered in
campaign
scars.
would be-
That's scary. That means that she's probably a crime.
I don't like the way you said that was so stupid.
I want her to get tattoos now too, just to really scare you. Oh,
Okay, well,
scars and tattoos. Oh no,
Seems like
Shit.
she does crime.
criminal. Probably smokes cigarettes.
Jake, I really appreciate that. You said the way I said it made it stupid as if I didn't just say the stupidest thing.
No, it was dumb, but it was also explicitly like the inflection you put on it was very silly.
It was
Yeah.
dumb, but you successfully made it extra dumb, so congratulations.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yay.
I
Good
can give
job.
myself the ability to breathe water for 16 hours.
That's pretty impressive.
Well, either way, let's go to the monastery and I don't know, figure out a spot to put her that is secluded. We need to stop by the volcano anyways on the way, so and give the witch her shackles back.
Yep.
Hey. Um, Paulina, after you wait a little bit longer, with Marco, Pascal does join you. The rest of Akio's dream team sort of filters off. And yes, Pascal hugs you before asking, would you mind if
Yeah.
Marco stayed at our house for a while?
Yeah, of course.
Okay,
It's
good.
family.
Because I don't want to just send him off on the ship that he's already demonstrated the ability to hide out on.
Oh
Is he
yeah.
gonna enroll in school?
So I mean, oh no. Too cute.
Um,
I forget how much we communicated to Pascal in that message that we sent him.
Not much. It was
Not
like
much.
okay,
sat down,
so
opened the safe, pouted, and get to see what was inside, and
And we didn't see anything about the burning wrath or anything.
no.
Okay, cool.
So,
Yeah, I'm
could
gonna.
you explain
Yes.
what like the visible fire damage and also
Yeah.
why you were breaking into my store? Which also in the future, like that's not
Yeah.
breaking in. You can go in and take whatever you want. I don't.
Well, yeah. I think did I leave money on the counter? I
yeah,
think I left money on the counter.
no,
Or
we left it in the safe. It was a reverse break.
oh yeah, we. Yeah. I'm gonna get ahead of this though. Those problems go hand in hand, and the burning wrath attacked right before we got here, pretty much. Um, and then we went and fought her, and now she's in a necklace. So
No, a
thank you for the
crown.
necklace. A
Circlet.
crown. Yes, indeed. A
You
circlet.
fought the burning. All right, is
Yeah,
everyone
so don't
alive?
be mad.
I'm not mad. Why would
But
I
we
be
had,
mad?
well, because, I
I'm.
we rush into things. We do.
I know, but if you had to do it, then you had to do it.
Yeah, we had like a window where it seemed we might not get as good an opportunity. And then the dragons went, and there's a whole hullabaloo. Yeah, but
I'm
we're all good.
concerned.
Yeah, and you should be. It was very scary. It was a really bad time, and I felt awful.
Are you okay?
Yeah, but I could have fallen into a volcano, and the whole time I was just thinking about how upset you would be about it. And I didn't
Pascal,
want that
like,
to happen.
his eyes shift around slightly before he goes. Yeah, I would be pretty upset. I
Yeah,
gotta say that would be very upsetting.
yeah.
But you didn't.
I didn't. No. Yeah. Almost none of us died, and the one that did, it's probably okay.
Um,
Oh yeah, Logan came back. We hadn't seen him in a while, and then we got hit by like lava or something.
Logan had like the worst comeback I've ever seen for any
Really,
recurring character of all time.
seriously, he immediately steps on a rake and dies.
He came back, okay guys, I'm cursed and possibly a lich, and I'll go to hell if I die. What you guys up to? Oh, you're gonna go fight the strongest thing that we've ever encountered so far. Okay, there's no way this will bite me in the ass. Oh no, my ass is being consumed.
The burning
Pascal,
wrath ate my ass.
eat my entire ass burning. Ah, she's actually doing it. Per, Pascal massages his temples briefly before looking back at you and going, would you like to go to Soups? I haven't had Soups in a while. I would like to go to Soups,
Oh,
please.
I would really like to go to soups. I've only eaten like a sandwich out of my pocket lately. I'm hungry.
Okay, good, because we're going to soups.
Okay,
Right now, Marco, you'll enjoy soups. Do they
great.
serve soup? Yes.
Many, in fact.
Hard not to like soup.
What's the name of that one? What's the name of that one like candy toy place that Pao gave like a bunch of kids? I forgot that I named it.
I don't remember. It's charming though.
Um,
Got some silly small businesses in here.
yes, there are. Um, where the heck did I put, sorry. Looking up a name. Yeah, let's go to soups. Despite Captain Pilaro's frame, his cook is actually pretty crappy, so I haven't really had anything good to eat lately. All right. That are able to walk back into the city. And your party, once now reunited, are able to continue your week of work without problem. The city you start to repair. Eventually, those who were left homeless or were injured are attended to. And you are able to, well, you're able to settle Bo into a like home,
Mhm.
a small house, but you don't have a store, a place, something for him to do at this time.
What about with what house Shin and him come along?
Um, Shin, upon interaction with Bo, yes, their relationship seems utterly fine. Um, Interestingly, seemingly entirely professional though.
Okay.
Uh, Bo has Shin, upon interacting with you afterwards, has confided that he finds Bo very interesting. I don't entirely trust him. He could very easily be a way of Blue Eyes spying on us now. You know that.
Mm.
Are you sure you want me to network him in?
Yeah. Think of the best way to find out, at least.
Could also be a very good way of getting information over to a foreign power. The fact that this dragon now rules a kingdom and is rumored to be increasingly large and every telling is spreading. It's the kingdom part that worries me. He is not necessarily a friend. Unless you think different.
I think we can trust Bo.
All right. I suppose that answers the most salient question. You have some choices to make as to what to do next.
Yes.
Gadaris has set up quite a few moves to make. The question is, which ones do you want to do?
Hmm.
Perhaps that might be best to wait until you create a council to advise you.
Yes.
With that aside, the remainder of the time goes fairly quietly. The week
How's it go?
continues on.
How's it go in the monastery with the burning wrath?
Hello.
Yeah.
I'm eating a
Uh,
popsicle
Kasumi, you make it back to the monastery,
with a sigh.
presumably with a sai. By sky skiff or by foot
Um,
or by
I,
horse, really.
let's take a horse. You know that would occupy like a couple days.
Okay. So yeah, making it back to the monastery. People are happy to see you return, though also quite concerned at the state of you returning, and the fact that you returned with a death priestess. Um, Asai, you receive something of the usual greeting that you typically receive, which is a respectful and somewhat intimidated distance by most you interact with here. Um,
Yep.
your foreboding reputation preceding you, or rather, the reputation of your order.
I mean, it's probably for the best in this particular instance.
Mhm.
As people express their concern, I do reassure them that I'm fine. I'm just a bit scarred. Uh, you know, everything is
Uh,
okay.
uh, as you're saying this to the crowd of people that has sort of met you at the gate, through them pushes a concerned Tatsu who sees you and sees what's happened to you. And he recognizes the discoloration as injury, and he just wraps his arms around you and holds you for a fairly extended period.
Um,
Long enough that people just sort of filter away.
yeah.
Um, is what did this?
Uh, I point towards the circlet that Asai is carrying. Um,
Tatsu looks at Asai and goes, "You
no,
motherfucker!"
not
Uh,
her.
what?
I the We tracked down the burning wrath and took her out. Um,
Tatsu lowers the fireball that had been forming in his hand and slowly blows out. Sorry.
we tracked her down to the volcano. Pow beat the living hell out of her, but it came down to her and I slinging stuff back and forth at each other, and she hit me once with lava, and I made sure she didn't hit me again.
Lava.
Yeah, it's kind of lucky that I unlocked being able to use fire because I was able to make it a little bit less hurtful, but still sucked.
Tatsu takes a moment to absorb that before smiling and sort of running his fingers along the your new hairline. This a result?
Yeah, that part got a little very burnt, and so I wanted to just cut it off instead of having burnt hair.
Suits you.
Thank
It's a
you.
lot better than your hair used to look.
That's kind of huh.
He smirks.
Thanks. Um. So,
You're probably hungry. Asai, would you join us?
oh, you have to join us. He makes the best food on the island, actually, probably, literally.
Not just
Okay.
probably.
Yeah. We'll talk about what happens next. When we're at the house, because I don't want the students listening in. Uh, I'm I do call for Mino.
Mino is at your side instantaneously, sees that you have taken this severe scar, and is absolutely mortified.
I
I
go through
had
the
failed.
no, I go through the same routine that I did with Tatsu.
Okay.
Mino,
Asai, you actually have to take a step away because Mino is faster than Tatsu and might have actually stabbed you.
yeah,
No, kidding.
Asai, well, this is Mino. She's
Mino is also more
my
perceptive.
Mino is she's one of my closest allies. She's a samurai who works with us. She trains the spear fighters here.
Hello.
This is Asai. She's a priestess. It's all good.
I believe we have met in the past. Mino narrows her eyes at you, Asai.
No,
You
she
get
actually healed me.
understood.
I do that on occasion.
Mino's expression turns from slightly hostile to neutral.
Yeah, Mino takes her job very seriously, out of character. Um, Mino, can you please go get Canuriel, Rendato, and Deline, and come to the house?
Of course. She takes a slightly longer than she usually would to snap into her new direction, and in a very sort of military way marches off to collect the people that you have asked her to collect, who soon have joined you in your in the dining room of your home. The outer wooden partitions having been slid open to allow the air to flow through the entirety of the home into its rear garden. And yes, as the evening begins to dim the skies, you are actually in a rather paradisical place, at a table with fantastic food, surrounded by allies. Potentially also adopted children? I don't know. Perhaps you have sent them away, or are you dining with them as well?
I encourage them to go eat with the other students for the
Yeah.
night.
I imagine in this case, it's a.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tatsu observes to you that just well, actually, no. You have not been gone for a month, so you would know that your Minotaur children have not yet. This also probably bears explaining to Leica. Have not yet shown any kineticist inclination, but that doesn't mean that they don't have it. Just
Sorry, family's wandering.
Oh, good.
Oh no, that's. But like for your knowledge, Kasumi had something of a family hole
Nice.
that she sought to fill.
And we created like
Yeah.
a we created 3 Minotaur orphans as like a joke in the Twin Kingdoms, I think, and then Kasumi adopted them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I decided no, the kids are coming with us. And so now we have Rick Dune, Brand Dune, and then God, what's the third one's name?
Oh man,
Yeah,
One.
what?
hang on.
It's Rickdoon, Brandoon, and one.
Yeah,
Oh
one.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
one.
One?
Yeah, WUN.
One. They're good kids.
One.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. So, and I
And
also had
then there are the other orphans.
Yes,
Fair.
the other the
so many
teenage
orphans.
those
The
teenagers.
the
The
elemental
Minotaurs.
teens.
The Minotaurs all sounded like uh sickly British orphans.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
it was basically just Rita and Farood just
Yeah.
kind of doing funny voices.
Some real
Yeah.
poppets, you know?
Yeah.
As time has gone on, you have begun to realize that they may have been the actual Rickdoon, Brandoon, and one may have been putting that on
Oh my
for
god.
For a fact.
effect. And because as it turns out, they are still minotaurs. Um, they're all nearing 6 feet tall at this point, or have surpassed it, being in their early teenage years. And yeah, their normal speaking voices are somewhat deeper.
Yeah, their voices are finally getting deeper. They lose the British orphan voice once they hit
They
puberty.
lose the accent too. It's very weird.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
but yes, then there are some other orphans.
Yeah.
Jake, you feel free.
Yeah. Uh God. Oh yeah. Oh, and then there's my current one of my favorites right now is this Ara, who was just a shitty little punk wannabe bandit who I like.
You can't openly have favorites.
I basically slapped him into saying, "Okay, I'll come join you."
Yeah, you found out by accident that he has earth bending powers there. Earth kinetic
Yeah.
powers. And then you're like, "Oh, hey, yeah, come with me."
Yeah. Um,
Better than being a bandit.
Yeah, and then there's the 4 elemental teens we met in Hongo there, who were the Saren or my brains farting.
alongside Kim Nuriel.
Kim Nuro, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, who she was taking care of them because this big bad vampire was after them because he wanted to drink their blood for all their elemental juice.
You know how it
Yeah.
is.
Hey,
Yeah.
I will be right back. I need a few minutes.
Okay.
Sorry.
By all means.
And
So
then
yes, long story short, Kasumi adopted 3 Minotaur children. Ara is more of a peer because he's really not that much younger than Kasumi. But he is still closer to the teenagers. He is, in fact, still one himself. He is 19. But and also has 4 other orphans who are an Ifrit, an Oread, a Sylph, and a Undine, or rather, as it perhaps more pertinently, 4 humans who were born under the influence of the fire, earth, air, and water planes, respectively. and they've sort of formed a family unit. Camnorial is more of the adoptive parents of the elemental teens, but they are essentially cousins of these minotaurs and also Ara.
Yeah. The vampire that was after them is still out there, but that was sort of a whole Suru thing too, because it connected to Suru's backstory, who's Proph's character. So they're off somewhere, chasing, on the
Yes.
run. Yeah,
Who knows?
might come back up someday.
One can hope.
Yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, you stand, or rather kneel amongst the elder sort of members of Kasumi's monastery. Kasumi herself, her husband Tatsu, a Ifrit of exceptional appearance.
Yes.
Mino, the spearmaster bodyguard. Camnuriel, a ice elf who is an air kineticist. Excuse me. Nose itchy. Sorry about that. Valine, a high elf archivist.
Oh yeah.
And Rendato, a high elven sorcerer who served as Kasumi's mentor while she was still in the city of Even, and now is more of a retired guy studying these very intriguing elemental people that have started appearing and are gathered all into this one spot conveniently for him.
Yeah. He was like he messed up like the Morosini, one of the the Morosinis there when we left the Ven, and he got like stuck in the dungeon there for like 2 years until we came back to the Ven and we saved him when we were dealing with stuff there again.
That's one of Kasumi's many dads.
Yes.
Yes. Kasumi has also acquired dads.
Yes.
And lost dads.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then reacquired dads.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Really only 2 dads, to be honest.
If I had a nickel for every dad
3 dads.
3 dads?
that I
Yeah.
What's the third dad? It's Rendato, it's Cesare, and who
Yeah.
is the third dad?
I assume her dad.
Oh, right, her actual dad.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Oh
remember
my
her dad's
god.
dead?
I have to stand up.
Well, he's fucking dead. He doesn't count.
Well, he falls into the
boy.
lost category, is what I'm saying.
If I had a nickel for every lost dad, I'd have 2 nickels. And it's really weird that happened.
Yeah. Which is not a lot, but it's weird that it's happened twice.
2 lost dads is what? I don't even. Okay.
Yeah.
You know
It's
what?
like the same
I feel
person.
like
I mean,
If
Pow
there
has
are
a lost
families
dad.
with 2
but-
dads, and you could have both of them get lost.
Who says a family can't be 5 dads?
That's not what I'm. That's not
All
what
in
I'm
the state
saying.
of being lost or found.
What I'm saying is that if you lose 2 dads, that's already too many.
Yeah.
Too many?
Too
Too
many, yes.
many lost dads. Mm-hmm.
So
This game's
go
dumb.
crazy. All right.
I love this game. Have I told you that?
Yeah.
Like this
Hello.
game specifically.
Hey!
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Hey.
Welcome back. Yeah.
We were just
Yeah.
recapping
We were telling Leica about everybody.
Kasumi's extended family,
Yeah.
and now
Yes.
And
we're all back
all
to
of her
the table.
dads.
Yeah, I've had dad problems at one point.
Fine. All good
Yeah.
now, because you have a family and you're here with them
And
I'm
2
like,
at the
active dads.
table.
I'm emotionally well adjusted.
Oh my god.
And now
You
you're
have
at
a
the
loving
table.
family.
And the Burning Wrath is here.
You're married to the
Yeah.
certified hottest guy on the island.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, Asai and Kasumi, after eating dinner, conversation eventually starts turning towards what you gathered them for.
Yeah. Okay. So we sealed the burning wrath inside of this the circlet. She will stay that way, presumably for as long as we need to, or until a more permanent solution can be found, as long as it stays hidden. Uh, why Asai's here is because she is going to help consecrate an area to strengthen the bonds of the Burning Wrath prison.
Yep.
We all good so far. We
Everyone
were
nods.
we were chosen because we're remote, and comparatively more equipped to deal with such an issue than, say, the people in Hayaba. But we absolutely cannot let it become public knowledge that she is here. She will be hidden away as deep down as we can possibly make it, and just we're gonna forget the key.
Do we
I
have a suitable space?
uh, Offhand, I don't know. I don't think so. But maybe we could work with Ara to create a space. You know, excavate some earth.
Rendato nods. He has been getting more and more enthusiastic as time has gone on,
I
as things have come more easily to him.
I don't know if I want to necessarily tell him the whole deal, but it's, it might be a good exercise for him to create such a space that we can then block off and seal.
Mm. That being said, everyone in this room, I think, has some way to contribute to ensuring a entity is unable to penetrate whatever defenses we construct. And the defenses that we construct can be many.
That's true. I mean, maybe we could even build this place underneath or close by to where Peep's statue is. That way, in case, you know, worse comes to worse,
Hmm.
we have additional assistance.
I don't disagree. Perhaps combining it into the shrine entirely, that would require the assistance of a talented engineer, though, I think. Do you know of any?
I can find one, and we'll try. Out of character, I am trying to think if we know a
It's at this
specific.
point that all of you are sort of lit up briefly by a very bright flash.
Hmm.
And you hear a noise to your side, and you turn to see Betelus,
Oh,
who has just taken a type of you.
how do you get here?
Huh.
He's been here.
So that's right. I did have Betelus at the
Yeah.
monastery
Oh, yeah,
taking
seen some
pictures.
sights and stuff. Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't want
Document.
to interfere with the moment. Sometimes the unstaged ones are the best, and honestly, I think this one came out great as he slides out the porcelain, um, the porcelain's slide, upon which a black and white photo is currently resolving. Apologies for the use of the flash, but well, it's dark. Hello, everyone.
How
Hello, Medalist.
how long have you been in the room?
Well, the door was open, so I just set up here. And he is actually not in your house. He is
Just like out
because
front.
well, yeah, the way that the house is designed, it is a sort of open plan once you slide open all the walls. So he's just sort of on the front steps, having where the front doors have been slid open. So
Okay.
he's far enough away from you that he's technically not in the house itself.
Okay, but yeah, he just kind of like walked up.
Mm-hmm.
So how much did you hear of the conversation then?
More or less all of it.
O-
And he hands you a nice sort of 1 foot by 1 foot square picture of you all discussing at the table.
Okay. Um,
Oh no! And he takes it back from you. I have to put this under glass. I'm sorry, otherwise it'll wipe off. What am I doing?
so
He starts walking away.
wait, Battle is I kind
His
of run out.
his upper torso rotates around on his legs towards you. Yes.
You cannot mention anything ever because presumably you're going to be around for a good deal longer than I am. Uh,
Likely, yes.
uh,
I have transcended death as a meaningful concept.
yes, I have not. Uh,
I know.
and
I look forward to seeing your monastery grow over across generations. It should be fascinating. I can't wait to see what they do with your legacy. I hope it
I
will be
Can't
great.
wait to see what happens when you are dead.
I hope it's going to be good too, but you cannot ever mention the existence of this room that we are talking about or this item. Honestly, at some point, I think it would be best if you were to just forget the entire thing.
Very unlikely. My memory is essentially mechanical.
Okay, well, either way, please, discretion is key. Like it is a dangerous. It would mean the end of this monastery.
While you're doing this, his hands are just sort of like snapping back and forth automatically, fiddling with his little work area and snapping a pane of glass over the porcelain and framing it.
Mhm.
Um, you notice that his hands have actually sort of split into two smaller hands in order to
Oh,
do
sick!
this
I love
more
that.
quickly. Um, uh, well, I don't. I mean, I understand the concept of secrets. So if you just want me to keep something secret, I'd be happy to. I did, however, overhear, and at this point, his legs rotate underneath him, and he walks back to you with the framed type in hand, which he hands to you. That you required the use of and the assistance of an engineer. I have engineering knowledge.
Sorry, I had to go immediately find a good cyborg hand. All right.
I am such.
Yes.
Betalist then turns towards you, Asai, and goes, "Hello, I am Betalist.
Hello, I am Asai.
It is my pleasure to make your acquaintance." Asai, you look upon a soul that has been sealed inside a metal casket and is refusing to to let go of its grasp upon Locus as it should, in your god's estimation.
Not my circus, not my monkeys, not my circus, not my monkeys.
God damn
I
it.
am a
Betalist.
guest in this house.
Also, to be fair, like Iterons have been a known factor for a while.
They have been. During which time the priesthood of Crypta has not liked them. and probably never will. It's really not that different from being undead. But an Interon would also say it's not that different from being alive. Regardless, Daedalus turns back towards you, Kasumi.
Yes.
The suggestion that you seal it into your current shrine is completely unworkable.
Oh?
Yes, you would have to, well, as the shrine stands now, you would have to completely redo the floor.
Well, yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, well, if that's not a problem, then yes, I can help. Sometimes I find people are unwilling to make changes that are necessary to get the job done, as it were. May I sit down or
Yeah,
kneel down?
yes,
Compress my
sure.
lower half down
Just sure. I think you should know me by
and
this point.
just like
I'm
snap down.
not afraid of change. I did sort of I was an agent of change for this island. So I don't mind if we have to build upon and rework things to make things work more efficiently, especially in this case.
Daedalus nods enthusiastically, as enthusiastically as his rigid mechanical movements can be. That sounds wonderful. This will require a lot of digging. Also, the bedrock here is very close to the surface, so it won't be through dirt. How large of a chamber do you desire for this artifact that we shall not speak of?
Asai, how big does the chamber need to be?
Uh, it could be any size. I will need to hallow a 40-foot by 40-foot area, and it should be at least 100 feet from anybody at all times. Hopefully more. I would like to double that.
Hmm. Frankly, we should make it as large and complex as possible to dissuade anyone from intruding into it.
Then we'd have to dig pretty deep down, which luckily we're on a mountain, so.
Oh yes, it won't be a problem as far as um, digging into, say, an already open space or digging into softer rock. The limestone around here will be able to support such a structure quite easily, assuming regular columns and stanchions and interior walls. Um, do you have a way of moving tons of solid rock?
Uh, we have some people who can manipulate solid rock, and we'll be able to figure out their magical means, I think.
I have stone shape and can manipulate 10 cubic feet of stone at a time. Oh, plus 1 cubic foot per level.
Ooh,
26 cubic feet at a time.
Nice.
that's actually a pretty good amount of stone.
What
Yeah.
about just a well shaft that goes like however many feet straight down, and you stick that bad boy on like a chain, and then you just hide the sort of mechanism and everything. And that way you can get at it, reconsecrate it, and put it back.
Well, it's not the thing that needs to be
It's
reconsecrated.
the space.
The space will be considered hallowed crypto land forever until someone changes that. Um, I just need to sit down there for 24 hours and think about it real hard.
Yeah.
Put you on the chain down there with it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, if I'm with it on the chain, you'll be fine until I die, and then you'll have to deal with it slowly, the seal slowly decaying. But the issue is, once it leaves my possession, um, the seal begins breaking down, and if we want to re-up the seal at any time, it would require us releasing the Burning Wrath and then re-sealing her.
Ooh.
Not ideal.
Yeah.
It sounds like as the Burning Wrath herself doesn't immediately come out, she becomes like a cursed evil intelligent item, right? Basically.
Okay. So, after 1 week of the object being out of your presence, the creature can create a number of haunts with total CR equaling 1/4 of the creature's hit dice. These haunts are centered around the object. The creature can also communicate telepathically up to a range of 100 feet at this point. After 1 month of the object being out of your presence, the CR total of the haunts trapped within the creature can create increases to half its hit dice. In addition, the telepathy can also impart mental images of its choosing into the mind of any creature holding or carrying the object. After 1 year of being out of your presence, in addition to the above abilities, the creature can attempt to possess any living creature with an intelligence score of 3 or higher that touches the object as per possession. However, the creature can't personally destroy the object even while possessing another creature.
Yeah.
Because the binding magic irrevocably weakens the longer you're away from the item, returning it to your ownership doesn't reverse any of the effects. You must free the creature and impose another sacramental seal if you want to restrict its abilities again.
Yeah.
If the object is placed in the stewardship of creatures or a location belonging to your faith, it still counts as being out of your presence, but it takes 10 times longer for the creature to manifest the above abilities.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, she
But
won't.
it will
She.
never be able to
Yeah.
break out by
Yeah, she'll
itself.
never be able to break out. Yeah. But she'll be able to do all that creepy shit to a range.
A range of about 100 feet.
As long as nobody actually touches it as well, either. She can't possess
Yeah.
a new body.
Yes. Valine raises her hand slightly. I can cast guards and wards.
That would
That's
be
a
Great.
good
helpful.
spell for guarding
Yeah.
things.
That would be helpful. Yeah. Oh God, we're making a dungeon.
Yeah, this is how dungeons get made.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would seem that
Make
this
a-
might be a long-term project.
Make a cool ass
Yes.
golem boss that protects it. So adventurers in 1,000 years find it, and then
let's see what we can do over the course of the next month. For now, aside, you might have to hang out here for a bit and to hang on to it.
Yep. I am prepared for that eventuality.
If it remains in your possession, it will not degrade at all?
Nope.
Well, it should not seem a problem. It's just a matter of keeping it unbroken.
Unbroken, preferably not on your head, Asai, or anybody's
Yes.
head.
Yes. Do
Uh,
not put it on.
Yeah, so I don't know. I guess we'll talk to Sada and see about getting some funds for the project. Uh, again, this needs to be utmost secrecy, so
yeah.
Battleus, if you know of workers you can trust, maybe even just some automatons that listen to what you say, uh, that would be preferable.
I can requisition automata from, well, requisition is the wrong word. It would imply that I am forcing the matter. I can ask politely for automata from Agamentai. They're wholly unthinking. They'll be able to perform the task and not be able to tell anyone.
That would be perfect, actually, if we could do that.
Indeed. I suspect he'll say yes. He usually has hundreds.
I do try to make a point of taking both him, his sovereignty, and his request very seriously, so maybe he'll think nicely of me.
Indeed. Yes, nicely. Maybe not that exact word, but it doesn't mean he won't acquiesce. All right.
Yeah.
And with that sorted, you together are able the next day to begin examining the entrance to the would-be dungeon. You find that Betelus has made up plans very rapidly And over the course of the week, while the rest of the party is doing their governmental duty, you're actually able to start breaking ground
On a new
on
grand cathedral with a secret.
well, really more on a brand new dungeon.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
It's really funny to me that like, Kasumi's making a dungeon that adventurers will probably go into in 1,000 years and accidentally unleash the ancient evil.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Making a dungeon.
Yeah.
So on the last day of the week, the rest of you
That's gotta
surround the little shrine of Peep.
Oh yeah, did they call us to come over and check it out?
That's a good question. Have they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Take the sky skip
It's
over.
Okay, who would go?
I imagine Sada and Pow, Bat Bear, probably.
Mhm.
Would
Akio, would you travel
Would
with?
Akio come to check out the hole in the ground?
I love holes. Yeah, let's go.
I
Aw,
presume
yeah.
Logan's still in a coma, unfortunately, so he can't come.
You know
Logan is
what?
not in a coma and would travel with.
Oh, okay.
God,
And
love me
Pascal
some
would as
holes.
well.
Okay.
Love me some wizard golf. Love me a hole in an enemy. Holes are the best.
I'm curious.
They're
Actually,
also the foundation for
Sapphire, I'm
wells.
interested to what you transform into upon your wearing of the necklace.
I don't know. We'll find out. Hoopity-boop-a-boop-a-boo.
Before.
Sailor Moon transformation scene. What do I turn into?
I'm sorry. Actually, would you mind
That's my
re-rolling that?
transformation. Oh, okay.
But re-roll it as a D 40, I think, actually.
What?
Wait, what?
What?
What happened?
What? What? What do you mean? What do you mean? Roll a d4? What?
I don't want to know what happened this past week. That there's 8 new things.
Did evolution happen?
Okay, you turn into an Undine.
Oh, I think you wanted a. Listen, you just dropped some news on us.
Is
Don't
there?
worry.
I want one of them to be the chameleon monkeys so bad.
No,
Rapid
not
evolution.
Satan.
There's just 8 new races, I guess.
It may have been that perhaps I didn't know they were in Logos until relatively recently.
Pascal here.
Yes.
Down in a rocket.
Hey, Pascal, look,
God,
look,
guys,
on view.
the worst, the worst case has happened. The aliens have crash landed on Logos.
Yeah.
Would they count towards the
Or
bank?
maybe it's or maybe the some of the Pathfinder 2E races
Okay.
themselves are gonna add like the
Dude,
tree people.
So the thing that you just implied is that, like, the way that the pendant works is that it only counts whatever is on Locus. I don't know why. Just the idea of, like, what if it counted everything and I just turned into an extraterrestrial? Whoa, I can't say the word. Extraterrestrial. Wow, that's an annoying
Wouldn't,
word.
frankly.
Yeah, I love that shirt.
But yeah, you turn into an Undine. You flex at Pascal. You're substantially larger than Pascal, so like it's really not even close. So he sort of gives you a yeah. Um, sort of get a muffled cheater underneath his breath, but otherwise you were able to comport yourself over to the monastery, where you are all together to begin breaking ground on this new dungeon. And the first to do so is none other than the person that you observed before would actually be very good at this. You have not yet informed Ara what you're doing. Actually, Kasumi, how are you getting Ara in on this?
Uh,
After all, he will basically just do what you tell him, but
he'll still ask questions.
mm,
We we want to build something that is going to be a safe place to hold a important but very dangerous relic, to be frank.
okay.
And we wanted somebody who would be capable of manipulating Earth skillfully, and you were on our short list. You really, your help is going to be instrumental to make this go as quickly as possible.
As soon as you say capably, he like lights up. And you swear you see his self confidence like grow 3 sizes that day. At which point he just goes, "Yeah, yeah, I can do this!"
Oh!
And after screaming to the heavens, he rips off his sleeves and just starts punching down at the dirt. And every time he does so, it lowers like about 6 inches,
I love this kid.
building up at the side. Uh, the stone floor of the shrine doing so also around the central a central column that is going to support the circle of stairs going downwards. Which actually he's kind of mashing into it as he goes. However, as he's doing this, a small, not a small, but a very wispy, translucent, and insubstantial uh, uh, ball of just slightly energized air, it looks like, and cloud appears above it um, as that it slowly forms into a eyeball surrounded by 7 wings that looks at you, Kasumi, and goes, what's going on?"
Uh,
Oh,
hi, Peep.
Pete.
Hi. Didn't realize you were gonna wake up. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I feel kind of bad about that.
"Oh, I
Uh,
thought I was under attack."
oh God, no, no. Everything's totally fine.
"Oh, well."
Hey, hey. I walk up to Peep like as close as I can to where his, like, hey, uh, real
Peep
quick.
actually he's large, so he actually fills up most of the shrine by himself while he's sort of, and right now he's not entirely there, but it's quite easy to get up to him is what I'm saying. And you sort of walk
Yeah.
up to him. His pupil and iris are about the size of your head, really. So
Yes, I love him. He's perfect. God's children.
literally,
Yes. Um.
this will
Okay.
also
So,
require explaining to Leica.
yeah, I'll explain in just a second. Like, I promise. But Peep is my friend, and it's also
Yes.
the guardian of the monastery. Um. Peep, look. Okay. So we are essentially building a prison for an artifact that contains the essence and consciousness of not only one of the most dangerous kineticists to ever live, but also a living reincarnation of the god of chaos, Fervus.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right.
And there we the safest place we could think of was here on the monastery. And
Beneath my stone?
beneath your stone, we are rebuilding the shrine
That
in
makes
order.
perfect sense.
Yes,
Of course,
you're
that's
the
the
I.
safest place.
Yes.
Yes, I would trust you to watch over it for all time.
I shall guard it until existence ceases and the stars wink out in the sky.
Oh, you're the best, Peep. Also, I love that we also just made the end boss of the dungeon.
Yep.
It's actually the beginning boss. Well,
Yeah.
I
Oh,
guess
yeah,
if you're
yeah, the
taking it
beginning
out,
boss.
it might appear.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, there will be other layer. This is going to be a long-term ongoing thing of
It's a
Yeah.
layered
building up.
defense.
We gotta find
Yeah.
we've gotta find somebody who can make really cool golems.
Yeah, a dungeon in depth.
Making a new mega dungeon.
Yeah. So like I realize I have sort of just accumulated the probably the largest cast of supplementary
Man,
characters.
she hasn't even met the Leshy yet. Who's around here
Oh my
somewhere?
God, you haven't met the Lesha yet. Ah, that's my other adopted child.
Ah, right, I forgot.
Um,
Amy.
so one time when we went to we were in the underground area helping the Skitterkin, the rat people. And while we were there, they had a guardian stone that summons an aspect of Emiria, the goddess of like family and stuff, and who Kasumi worships as her personal god. Um, Whenever Peep was summoned, him and Kasumi, well, it and Kasumi hit it off, and to the point where she actually gave him a name. He was very pleased about that. But he is essentially like the classic biblical angel, you know, big floating eye surrounded by storming wings. But he is just a delightful friend who is also an incredibly powerful outsider who is bound to a specific object on Logus. Yeah, he's cool. And Bima is a Leshy, a little plant person, who we met on the plane of Silva, the god of nature. And again, Kasumi hit it off with Bima, and they became friends. And now, as she offered to bring Bima back to the living world, so it could experience life in like the mortal plane. And she's just a cute little plant friend. I have too many characters to keep track of.
Okay. And with that, as the dungeon starts to get underway, Shin, who has also traveled with you,
Oh,
Yes.
whispers to you, Sada, now that this is sorted, we should really get to sorting our neighbors.
I don't know. It's
Oh, like the island where I sent the geisha to spread propaganda.
yeah. Which island was that again?
I believe it was
Was
Kansai.
it Kansai? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. What do we know about Ryoko? I don't know if we know much about it.
Roll knowledge history,
Okay.
or roll knowledge history next week,
Okay.
so I can write something about it.
All right.
No, I know. I have. I can fill that in if you need to, but that might be relevant
Yeah.
next week.
Yes.
Hmm?
Yeah, we gotta.
Not a lot of
figure out-
dice rolls this session, but
No.
mostly me actually. But I hope you enjoyed.
You and Nuva.
And Pow.
Yeah.
Wait, why was I named like I was a character in here?
You are a character in here. You're a player character.
No, I know. I shared like Nuva, Pow, and I'm like, oh yeah, okay, I'm in the game. I'm in there for real.
yes.
Also,
I
I miscounted.
Nuva is the piss ghost.
Yeah, oh, I mean, I guess that makes sense.
I did miscount. It should have been a D39.
That's still like a big deal.
So you're saying something just suddenly went extinct,
Oh yeah.
or left the planet.
Some stupid fish came out for like food and had legs, and then just like, oh, there comes a fucking like shark on legs, and it ate
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
Too bad.
yeah, there was a fish that had just evolved. It's like, oh hell yeah, I evolved, and then it just got fucking swooped up by a bird.
I would love if we landed on it, like we parked on it with this guy.
God.
I begin.
You know what? Yeah, that's what-
Anyway, I hope you
Yeah.
have enjoyed the session, and
Oh, wow, holy shit, it's 9:34. What the fuck?
Yeah.
I hope that you look forward to the next one.
Yeah, this one,
And
this session flew by. What the fuck? I'm
Oh,
actually kind
We
of
made a
surprised it's
dungeon!
9:34.
We started.
I
The first
I
we
guess you
built,
enjoyed it.
we built the kingdom, and then we made a now we're making a dungeon. Jeez.
Yeah.
Time goes
Oh
by
no, I
fast.
didn't miscount. Haha,
Oh.
good.
Something
It
did go
survived.
extinct.
It
No,
survived.
Bad
It
guy?
survived.
It survived.
There is a
the
D40.
parking.
All right. I mean, part of
I
me is
can't
gonna
wait
guess that's some of that might be some of the new stuff they added to Pathfinder
I'll
2e that
spoil it.
Sal's likes. So,
Don't spoil
but I
it.
don't know about the rest of
But-
it.
Maybe, who
Aliens.
knows?
Just
Yeah.
straight up raise.
Because
I'm
that's
gonna
because there's
become
not
JC
because there's
Denton
not
from
8
Deus
things.
Ex.
So.
I'm gonna become JC Denton from Deus Ex. I'm just gonna go around quoting him. Just that's a bomb.
JC, that's a
Yeah.
bomb.
Ah. Anyhow. All right.